If you have ever been devastated after finding out that someone has been talking about you behind your back, I hope that this video helps. This is Krishanti with Krishanti.com, and I'm so happy that you're here. We can talk about everything under the sun related to intuitive development and wellness. And there are a lot of people who find it very easy to disparage others and to find fault with them, to talk about them, to pick on things, and just carry on this sort of energy. But that type of energy is really low and really negative. And if you're someone who has found out that people are talking about you or have been talking about you and it's hurting you, one of the most helpful and important things to realize and to focus on is what is wrong with them. That they have the time to spend, that their energy is going here, and that they're finding some kind of sick pleasure in it. People who speak ill of others, and I'm talking about this like to where it's like, where is this coming from? You know, there are some cases where it's like, you know, like you kind of, you know why people might be talking about you, or that you did something that merits, you know, discussion. But when it's like out of the blue and they're just like hateful and picking on things that are probably not even true, it all reflects back to their state of mind and how sad they are. And what usually happens too, guys, is that it's two. And they'll get another person in, and then the two of them will have this thing. And then you're in this situation where it's you, and then there's like a force of like more than one person against you. Again, that can make you feel so deeply betrayed and in deep pain that it's like the only way to heal from it is to understand what's going on with them. I've never seen a situation where people are disparaging other people in the kind of way that I'm talking about, in a really mean-spirited way, where it was justifiable, or where they were on the level like a higher consciousness, like really on the path of growth. And sadly, even in these circles, especially in these circles of intuition or of like healing space like that, there are more people who have these issues than not, because they're drawn to this because of the darkness within them that leads them to have their mind go to places to where they're being really negative about people they don't need to be negative about. If this has happened to you, please share in the comments below. I think it's important that we bring this up into the light and air it out. So many young people are so devastated by this type of thing, like the bullying rings and the social media bullying, and like the ways in which packs of people can get together and ostracize someone who's innocent, often to the point where they can lead that person to believe that there's something wrong within them. I mean, this is where a lot of teenagers commit suicide, because they cannot handle that. It's evil. You guys, let's call it what it is. It's evil. Have you been in those workplaces? I was in one ages ago. Our boss, who didn't deserve really to be the boss, and I'm not saying that to be petty, I mean it, made buddy with who else but human resources. How funny is that? And then they would sit there in their offices for hours talking, gossiping about everybody. And it's like, oh my God, talking trash about people. A lot of people in that workplace were like, you couldn't trust. People were just, the bad people were just trash talking. And then, you know, there's the good golden ones. But to bring it back, what's wrong with them? that this is something where their attention goes. Those of us who are on the higher path, we like to see the beauty in others. We like to see the good. We like to talk about fun things and productive things and how can I help this person? How can I help myself? Like, how can we all like improve? Like, that's the beautiful, better way of being. That's the higher path. And that's the path that is in alignment with the beauty of intuition and with healing and of personal growth, is of just how about looking for the light in others? Like, rather than look for what you can see to disparage, which again, those people have a whole world of issues. And I want to stress this again, if this has happened to you and you're trying to figure out why they were talking trash about you, what it meant about you, why this happens, blah, 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 chances are, like, all you need to really realize is you're in the light. You're going to go on a higher path. You won't disparage other people. They're stuck in this low vibration, low dimensional, dark, sometimes evil, negative stuff. And then the other thing is, if you're really a light worker and you love to see the light in others, that people can get angry about that and will do anything to drag you down. And sadly, as I mentioned about workplaces, it tends to happen a lot in that kind of environment. Happens a lot in families. I was just talking to a client yesterday who has two beautiful daughters. One of them likes to stir the pot and create drama and make everybody unhappy. You know, that's low vibration, but like, you know, with the family, like, there's ways she's going to work on having her help her get lifted back up. One of the easiest ways to help to heal, if you have been trash talked about or you're trying to figure out why this is happening, is through meditation. And I speak from a place of experience with clients and also from my own personal experience. It is so devastating. I don't usually look for nasty things to say about people. I look for what is in them that is delightful and what's beautiful, because that's more fun. It's no fun to like look for something to bitch about. Like, that means I'm unhappy and like sad. But when I have had these experiences of total betrayal, which I've had, and it's awful, guided meditations is what helped bring me back. And it helped me so much that I made a whole bunch on my website. I talk about it a lot because they're resources that really help. So check out those meditations. There are a whole bunch on healing and bringing yourself back to center. But part of why I was drawn to all of this work is because this field of work and these practices help lift you up, and they really do help you heal when you've been through hard times and when you've had to be stuck in a karmic pod of trash talkers who are just mean for no reason. It's like, why would you even think of saying that? Like, what in the hell is this? Like, oh my God. And again, if you've been through this, please share. And if you want me to talk more about specific tools, I can even make series here to give tips and ways to help heal from this. I want to see who you guys are, like, because I want to know, I think we all want to know how we deal with when this happens. Because if you're here and you're watching this has happened to you or someone that you love and it doesn't feel good, how can we heal it? What techniques are you using? And if you've tried these meditations that I on my site, share if they helped you, what ended up happening in the end. I think little by little we can shift the tide and start to fill our lives with more supportive people who aren't like that. It's really hard when it's a karmic thing, which is like your family or you're in this workplace you can't get out of, and you got to like find a way. You know, that's where the magic comes in with all this psychic work. So email me any questions or things you want me to talk about. And on that note, I think that wraps it up for now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.